Good evening. Thank you for joining us here on 6 p.m. Prime. I'm Akshita and Nandgopal, and this evening we're getting all the reactions that are coming in on that viral video of Rahul Gandhi. It went viral because Rahul was seen walking at about 6 a.m. in the morning in the national capital. If you live in Delhi, you know that right now the temperature is really dipped. So many questioned how Rahul Gandhi was doing it so easily. A Congress leader, senior one at that, has come up with an answer saying Rahul Gandhi is like Lord Ram. And that's opened the floodgates to huge political reactions coming in. We'll be getting you all the latest on that story. The headlines first. Family and friends bid final goodbye to actor Tanisha. Trouble mounts for ex-boyfriend after changing statements frequently. Shizan breaks down in front of interrogating officer. India Today accesses exclusive CCTV video of actor Tanisha Sharma's final moments. She was taken to the hospital after she took her life on the sets of Ali Baba. Her ex-boyfriend Shizan Khan is seen carrying her body. Big twist in Sushant Singh Rajput death case. Mortuary staff claims Sushant was murdered. Says he saw many injury marks on the body. After Karnataka, Maharashtra Assembly passes a resolution on border row, demands 865 villages come to Maharashtra. India gets its final nasal vaccine. Vaccine available on Coven app for 800 rupees now. And Shah Rukh Khan attends Salman's star-studded birthday bash. Superstar Khan's hug at party goes viral as SRK wishes Salman on his 57th birthday. Alright, let's begin this evening with a horrifying video that's emerged of a Noida resident's brutality. Yet another incident of a resident resorting to violence, this time against her house help. You can see that the domestic help there is being dragged and beaten up. All of this captured in the CCTV camera installed in the lift of the residence. This has happened in a posh Noida society, and you can see how this woman is dragging her domestic help out of the lift as the help scrambles for help, tries to hold on to the lift to ensure she is not taken away into the home. All of this entire assault, this exchange caught on camera. Finally, you can see that the woman forces the house help into her residence. We're being told it was to force her to join back to work. On the left of your screens is the horrifying images of how badly she's been assaulted, and it looks like it happened repeatedly because you can see her fingers, her hands completely swollen, several parts of her face bruised and battered as a result of that woman's harassment and torture. This incident has taken place in Noida. We understand it was in Sector 120 at a high-profile society called the Clio County Society. Arvind Oja is joining us with more details on this. Horrifying images that have come to light from the society. Not the first, unfortunately, Arvind, of this kind of an incident being reported. क्या जो महिला हम देख रहे हैं इस फुटेज में, क्या उनको गिरफ्तार हो चुका है?
नहीं, अभी तक जो नोएडा पुलिस ने का कहना है कि ये जो अक्यूज महिला है शेफाली कोल, इनको अभी तक अरेस्ट नहीं किया गया है। अभी एफआईआर रजिस्टर्ड हुई है। जो विक्टिम है उसका मेडिकल कराया जा चुका है और जो इन्वेस्टिगेशन है वो फिलहाल जारी है। सीसीटीवी फुटेज भी हाथ लगा है पुलिस के, जिसमें आप देख पा रहे होंगे कि किस तरीके से लिफ्ट में जो मेड है उसके साथ मारपीट की जा रही है। जो विक्टिम के फादर है उन्होंने नोएडा
We've lost our connection with Arvind. We'll just reconnect with him, but he's telling us right now that no action has been taken against the woman who is in fact seen in that video dragging her house help, forcing her to join back to work in their house. As you can see that the woman is resisting all those attempts. This is the result of that, the kind of injuries that she suffered all over her body. Arvind is back with us. Arvind, go ahead.
जी बिल्कुल, देखिए 6 मंथ से इस मेड को कैद किया गया था, जिसके बाद रेस्क्यू किया है पुलिस ने इसको, और काफी डिस्टर्बिंग है जो वीडियो इमेज जो दिखी है। काफी महिला के इंजरी के निशान है, जो विक्टिम है उसके ऊपर इंजरी के निशान है, मेडिकल कराया गया है। जो शेफाली है उससे अभी तक पुलिस ने पूछताछ की नहीं की है। एफआईआर अभी अभी रजिस्टर्ड किया है और पुलिस का कहना है कि वो जल्दी जो शेफाली जो अक्यूज महिला है उसको अरेस्ट कर लेंगे। लेकिन ये काफी डिस्टर्बिंग है और जो विक्टिम है उसकी हालत काफी ज्यादा बुरी है। जो विक्टिम के फादर है उन्होंने कंप्लेन दिया है कि 6 मंथ से जो मेड है उसको कैद किया गया था, जबरदस्ती उसके साथ मारपीट की जा रही थी, जिसके बाद किसी तरह से उसको रेस्क्यू किया गया है। उसके बाद पुलिस के पास ये पूरा मामला पहुंचा है। सीसीटीवी फुटेज भी पुलिस को मिला है। पुलिस ने अभी अभी एफआईआर रजिस्टर्ड किया है, नोएडा पुलिस ने, और पुलिस का कहना है कि जल्द ही जो शेफाली कौल नाम है जो महिला का जिसने मेड को कैद किया हुआ था, उसको वो जल्द ही अरेस्ट कर लेंगे।
Okay, and we'll see if this really serves as a deterrent, because unfortunately we've seen several such incidents happening right here in Noida, and doesn't seem to have changed any sort of perspective really on the ground of these kind of women, these people taking law into their own hands, whether it's security guards, whether it's house helps. They believe they can do as they please and get away with it, and that's seriously worrying, something that we really must consider and think about, why these kind of incidents constantly happen in this part of the country alone. Thanks very much, Arvind, for joining us with all of those details. All right, let's move on to our top focus here on 6 p.m. Prime. Rahul Gandhi wearing a T-shirt. You'd think that's fairly ordinary, but the reason that everyone was talking about it was because it was in the freezing cold of the national capital. This was Rahul Gandhi on Monday visiting the memorials of Mahatma Gandhi and several former prime ministers in Delhi. What caught the attention of social media was how Rahul managed to keep winter chills at bay, as he was spotted wearing just a T-shirt. But what spotted politicians' eye, especially for the Congress, is that they said Rahul Gandhi is superhuman, with Salman Khurshid, senior Congress leader, even saying that Rahul Gandhi is like Lord Ram.
Underdressed for the inhuman weather, but perfectly decked up for a political splash. Rahul Gandhi's T-shirt only get-up in freezing Delhi has had its intended impact, making Rahul a viral talking point, triggering conversations around his Bharat Jodo Yatra, and giving the Congress an opening to cast their de facto boss as a tapasvi. A man with such lofty thoughts and intent that he is unaffected by the piddly vagaries like Mother Nature and weather. The T-shirt is the latest clever addition to an image makeover designed to recast Rahul as the diametric opposite of an entitled dynast. Baggage he has suffered with for decades and is strenuously trying to shake off with his national march among the masses. Sporting a thick grey beard, his manner unsophisticated and rough, and now embellished by a T-shirt that's caught everyone's eye. Whether or not viewers and voters buy the Tapasvi proposition remains to be seen, but there's no argument that Rahul has engineered the spotlight towards him.
हम ठुठुर रहे हैं ठंड में, वो टी-शर्ट पहने निकल रहे हैं। एक योगी जैसी, जब उन्होंने कही दिया मैं तपस्या में हूँ, तो वो तपस्या कर रहे हैं। भगवान राम की खड़ाव बहुत दूर तक जाती है, तो कभी कभी खड़ाव लेकर भी चलना पड़ता है। हमेशा भगवान राम नहीं पहुंच पाते हैं, तो खड़ाव लेकर चलना पड़ता है। तो भरत उनकी खड़ाव लेकर चलते हैं, तो खड़ाव लेकर हम उत्तर प्रदेश में चले हैं। उत्तर प्रदेश में खड़ाव पहुंच गई है, तो राम जी भी पहुंचेंगे।
Time and again they insult and they try to stoke the feelings of Hindus by making such kinds of comparisons and comments. This is the same Congress party which time and again assaults the feeling of Hindus, and they should apologize. Salman Khurshid should apologize.
You heard that right. The Congress has compared Rahul Gandhi to Lord Ram. Whatever you think of the comparison, as the Bharat Jodo Yatra pauses for a well-earned 8-day break over the new year, it leaves the political battlefield with some much-needed traction for the Congress.
Governments of the day should talk about unemployment, should talk about price rise, should talk about poverty, and it's incumbent on the government of the day and all of us to spread love and stop the insane hatred and acrimony that has come to seep into our society.
The effort to amplify the idea of Rahul as a man renouncing worldly pleasures has echoes of 2018, when he was projected as a Shiv Bhakt who found his true joy alone in the mountainous abode of the Lord. Or the Congress applauding Rahul's abs during the last Kerala election campaign. Or Rahul affirming his fitness levels with periodic push-up photo ops. For a yatra designed to relaunch Rahul Gandhi before the 2024 elections and more immediately to revive and galvanize the Congress workforce. Such virality comes as reassurance that their leader still has what it takes to create a splash. But what precise role it will play in the fortunes of the Congress party is still another story. Bureau Report, India Today.
So all of this controversy being triggered by Salman Khurshid's comment. He was asked again about why he made this kind of a statement. Here's the original statement and then his clarification soon after.
एक योगी जैसी जब उन्होंने कही दिया मैं तपस्या में हूँ तो वो तपस्या कर रहे हैं। भगवान राम की खड़ाव बहुत दूर तक जाती है तो कभी कभी खड़ाव लेकर भी चलना पड़ता है। हमेशा हमेशा भगवान राम नहीं पहुंच पाते हैं तो खड़ाव लेकर चलना पड़ता है। तो भरत उनकी खड़ाव लेकर चलते हैं तो खड़ाव लेकर हम उत्तर प्रदेश में चले हैं। उत्तर प्रदेश में खड़ाव पहुंच गई है तो राम जी भी पहुंचेंगे।
अगर मैं किसी की तारीफ करता हूं कि वो भगवान के पद चिन्हों पे चल रहे हैं और मैं ये कहता हूं कि जो भगवान का इतिहास है वो हमको फिर देखने को मिल रहा है तो उसमें किसी को आपत्ति क्यों है? वो ये चाहते हैं कि हम भगवान का नाम ना लें, नहीं लें। और अगर एक अच्छा इंसान है तो उसके लिए क्या शब्दावली इस्तेमाल करें? अगर भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने कभी कोई अच्छा इंसान नहीं देखा तो मैं क्या करूं?
And joining me this evening on 6 p.m. Prime is Mr. Manikyam Tagore, a Member of Parliament from the Congress Party. He represents the Virudunagar constituency in Tamil Nadu. Mr. Tagore, thank you very much for joining us here on India Today. I'd like to begin by asking you, sir, whether you agree with this analogy of Rahul Gandhi being compared to Lord Ram.
The main story is in 2013 when Rajnath ji spoke about, compared Modi ji with Rama. That time there was no debate about it. That time also I was not accepting that analogy, and this time also we can't accept this kind of analogies. And Mr. Gandhi himself has a different opinion, and he has asked people to not to compare him with Gandhi ji also. For it is on an emotional basis, Salman Bhai would have reacted. But we should not forget that Rajnath ji has also compared Modi ji with Lord Ram, the previous 2013 election.
So you're saying very clearly that the Congress doesn't endorse any sort of comparison between Rahul Gandhi and Lord Ram. I want to get your reaction to what the BJP has said, Mr. Tagore. They're saying that Rahul has European blood, so he's used to the cold. And what's the big deal if he's comfortable in a T-shirt?
The problem with BJP is the cheapness on which they go. They go low and they go further low. That's the problem with them. They started with the T-shirt in Kanyakumari and they had come to the T-shirt again in Delhi. After 108 days of Padayatra, of control, walking around about 2,500 kilometers. Every day, Mr. Gandhi was walking 25 kilometers, meeting lakhs of people, hearing their views and expressing his views for another 20 minutes in the last part of the yatra, and connecting and sharing their pain and grievances. And the BJP and the RSS and the Sanghis are always trying to do low things only, and they are going low. Why we have to also react on the lowness on which they travel.
But you know, people would question whether this is negative publicity. It's not, after all, because there's a lot of talk about Rahul Gandhi, about his fitness that the Bharat Jodo Yatra has led to inevitably. But this comment also, Mr. Tagore, has put the focus on this worship culture within the Congress of the Gandhis. Is that really the case? Are the Gandhis or Rahul Gandhi worshipped like Lord Ram is by Ram Bhakts? Why else would this kind of a comment come?
The Congress, Mr. Gandhi has put it very clearly in Rajasthan also. He is a people's man and he wants to be with people only, and he has told very clearly that kindly don't compare with me with Mahatma Gandhi. When some of our colleagues compared with Mahatma Gandhi, he told in a public rally, I suppose that India Today also has broadcasted that in that time. Therefore, we respect his sentiments, and on the affection front, many people may think how he is, but as a party, Congress party, treat him as a leader of the Congress party who is putting all efforts to rebuild the Congress party from the ground, and he has put all efforts. We are able to see it in the ground for the past say 108 days. He has been able to connect with various kind of people, hearing their grievances, hugging them, respecting their views, and sharing their concerns in a platform wherever it can be amplified. Therefore, we always think that Congress is a party which is of people, and we all respect their sentiments more.
There are many, Mr. Tagore, who wouldn't agree with that, you know, what you've said about Congress being of the people, for the people, sure. But there is a lot of Gandhi-centric politics that happens within the Congress as well. I'm curious to know, Mr. Tagore, before I let you go, what do you have to say about all of this buzz? Not necessarily negative, but also positive buzz over Rahul Gandhi wearing that T-shirt in the Delhi cold. Do you believe it's supernatural like some Congress leaders are suggesting?
No, he's also a human. We have to understand that he has adopted to he's walking 25 kilometers. He does it in a very fast way, and therefore his body in Delhi also, when this temperature, in December, January, and others, whenever he is when he attends the winter session of the Parliament also, if you go to the previous visuals also, he only wears a half jacket. That also he is not wearing this time. Therefore, he might have, if he feels cold, he will not wear it. He is not a person who will act as if everything is good or everything is bad. He is a natural person. He is truthful to his actions, and he is not concerned about these kind of things more. He is concerned about many other things which matters for everybody, and he is concerned about the voiceless the hatred the BJP and the Sangh is spreading. He is trying to spread the love and affection and brotherhood more in a vigorous way than discussing about the clothes, other things, or the T-shirt or the issues which the BJP and the RSS is interested.
Fair enough.
Therefore, let us concentrate on the real issues he's speaking. Let us have a debate on that.
It's interesting to note your perspective of what the Congress has to say about this entire issue, seemingly saying that, look, there's no big deal over Rahul Gandhi wearing this T-shirt. Social media, there seem to be a few different reactions to that. But Mr. Manickam Tagore, always a pleasure having you with us on our show. Thanks very much for joining us here on India Today. All right, there's a lot of talk about Rahul Gandhi and over this Lord Ram analogy. What it's done is it's put the focus again on religion politics and his religious identity, which the Congress has been pushing for the last few years. There's been a clear shift in how really they project Rahul Gandhi. While you have BJP mocking Rahul, etc., here in our next report, we take a look at how Rahul Gandhi sometimes is a Shiv Bhakt, sometimes a Ram Bhakt, based on which election is coming up. Kabhi Shiv Bhakt, Kabhi Ram Bhakt. Rahul Gandhi in the last few years has donned many avatars, and the Congress now has even compared Rahul to Lord Ram himself.
ये मान के चलिए कि वो सुपर ह्यूमन है. हम इतने जैकेट कोट पहने हुए हैं, वो टी शर्ट में निकलते हैं। बताइए, हम ठुठुर रहे हैं ठंड में, वो टी शर्ट पहने निकल रहे हैं। एक योगी जैसी, जब उन्होंने कही दिया मैं तपस्या में हूँ, तो वो तपस्या कर रहे हैं। भगवान राम की खड़ाव बहुत दूर तक जाती है, तो कभी कभी खड़ाव लेकर भी चलना पड़ता है। हमेशा भगवान राम नहीं पहुंच पाते हैं, तो खड़ाव लेकर चलना पड़ता है। तो भरत उनकी खड़ाव लेकर चलते हैं।
Interestingly, it's not the first time that Congress has made this analogy. Since the start of his Bharat Jodo Yatra, Congress leaders have been going above and beyond to heap praise on the Yatra and compared it to Lord Ram's Yatra from Ayodhya to Lanka.
योगायोग में राम जी का भी राह आता है और राहुल जी का भी राह आता है। तो योगायोग हो सकता है, लेकिन राम जी की तुलना राहुल जी से हम नहीं करते। वो बीजेपी वाले ही अपने नेताओं की करते हैं। हम लोग भगवान हैं या हम इंसान हैं। हमारे राहुल जी एक इंसान है और इंसानियत के लिए वो देश के लिए काम कर रहे हैं।
राहुल गांधी की जो पदयात्रा है, वो पदयात्रा ऐतिहासिक पदयात्रा होगी। भगवान राम भी अयोध्या से श्रृंखला तक पैदल गए थे, पर ये राहुल गांधी उससे भी ज्यादा पैदल जाएंगे, कन्याकुमारी से कश्मीर तक।
The Congress, since their 2014 loss to the BJP, have reiterated their Hindu identity, particularly Rahul Gandhi's. Remember this moment in 2017 when Surjewala highlighted Rahul's caste identity, calling him a Janudhari Hindu.
न केवल कांग्रेस उपाध्यक्ष श्री राहुल गांधी हिंदू धर्म से हैं, परंतु वो जनेऊ धारी हिंदू हैं।
Timed mostly before the elections, Rahul since has gone temple hopping repeatedly, not afraid to wear his religion on his sleeve. One of the biggest headline visits was in September 2018 when Rahul Gandhi embarked on a sojourn to Kailash Mansarovar.
मेरी दादी, मेरी फैमिली, शिव भक्त, इन चीजों को नॉर्मली प्राइवेट रखते हैं। हम इन चीजों के बारे में बोलते नहीं, क्योंकि हमें लगता है कि जो हमारा धर्म है वो हमारी चीज है, तो वो हमारे अंदर है और हमें किसी को मतलब सर्टिफिकेट देने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है।
The Congress has tried hard to reap political benefits from the Hindu image of Rahul Gandhi, with posters calling him Shiv Bhakt and Ram Bhakt whenever convenient. Rahul himself has repeatedly tried to counter BJP's image as a Hindu party, highlighting the Hindutva versus Hindu difference.
दो शब्दों की टक्कर है, अलग शब्दों की, इनके मतलब अलग हैं। एक शब्द हिंदू, दूसरा शब्द हिंदुत्ववादी। ये एक चीज नहीं है, ये दो अलग शब्द हैं और इनका मतलब बिल्कुल अलग है। मैं हिंदू हूं, मगर हिंदुत्ववादी नहीं हूं।
Rahul Gandhi being compared to Lord Ram has opened a Pandora's box as it's put the focus once again on his Hindu credentials. Bureau Report, India Today. And if you're living anywhere in North India, you'll have seen the visible dip in temperatures. Dense fog and a cold wave continues to sweep North India, hitting many trains and flight operations. The Met Department has issued a fog warning for several northern states, and is not just for today but for the next 5 days that the situation will continue to be like this.
Blinding fog, sub-zero temperatures, snow-clad hills, cold wave gripping vast areas of North India, bringing winter woes. Thick early morning fog engulfed large parts of Delhi, western Uttar Pradesh, Punjab and Haryana, reducing visibility to nearly 50 meters in the capital, affecting rail, road and air traffic in the North India. As cold wave conditions intensify, the Indian Met Department issued a fog and cold warning for several North Indian states for the next 5 days. Delhiites woke up to a biting cold, foggy morning, leading to poor visibility and spelling trouble for commuters. The temperature in the national capital has been hovering around 5 degrees Celsius.
The severe cold wave continues to rock the national capital as Delhi has yet again woken up to yet another dense foggy morning. There is dense fog in and around in the national capital, and the temperature continues to be cold, and there is already a yellow alert.
Jammu and Kashmir continues to remain below the freezing point. Several tourist spots, including Srinagar, remain under snow, giving a boost to tourist inflow.
पूरे कश्मीर और लद्दाख क्षेत्र में कड़ाके की ठंड पड़ रही है। बीती रात पहाड़ों पर हल्की बर्फबारी हुई, जिससे और तापमान में गिरावट आई है। श्रीनगर की अगर बात करें तो यहां का तापमान रात में -4 डिग्री तक लुढ़का, जबकि दिन का तापमान भी 2 से 5 डिग्री के आसपास ही रहने की आशंका है।
In Himachal's Manali, the Atal Tunnel saw massive traffic flow as tourists flocked holiday destination.
We are in Manali, which is experiencing a heavy tourist rush. Thousands of vehicles have entered Manali, and the police is facing a really tough time to manage these vehicles. At least 8 places in Manali is experiencing the traffic jams due to the heavy tourist rush. Tourists from various parts of the country have thronged Manali. Besides other tourist stations like Shimla and Dharamshala, they were rather disappointed on the Christmas day, as there was no white Christmas as predicted. But now the Met Department has predicted that there could be a new year which will experience snow in at least 5 districts of Himachal Pradesh.
अटल टनल कल गए थे, कल 5 घंटे में निकले।
शीशु गए थे और वहाँ पे हम 3 घंटे तक जाम में फंसे रहे। प्रशासन ने हेल्प की, प्रशासन पूरा हेल्प कर रहा है, बट भीड़ इतनी ज्यादा है कि पूरा जाम कर रखा है टनल को।
Fog and cold wave have also hit Punjab, Haryana, Chandigarh and Rajasthan. Rajasthan's Churu froze at 0 degrees Celsius. The Met Department predicts no respite from the cold wave at least till Friday. With Shreya Chatterjee, Manjeet Sehgal and Ashraf Wani, Bureau Report, India Today.
It's not just in India. This extreme cold wave has also gripped several other countries, throwing normal life completely out of gear, particularly in the United States. Let's get you some of the images of the extreme global cold wave. A state of emergency is in effect in the United States amid the deadly winter. According to reports, at least 60 people have died in weather-related incidents in the last 1 week. As per officials, the recent blizzard capped an Arctic freeze and a winter storm front that had extended over most of the United States for days, stretching as far as south of the Mexican border. Residents and emergency crews in western New York are digging out heavy snow after a powerful blizzard deemed the area's worst in 45 years pummeled western New York through the Christmas holiday weekend. 25 people died. Heavy snow in large parts of Japan since last week has killed 17 and injured more than 90 people, while leaving hundreds of homes without power. Powerful winter fronts have dumped heavy snow in northern coastal regions, stranding hundreds of vehicles on highways and delaying delivery services. Strong winds, freezing rain and heavy snowfall closed schools and led to power cuts in homes as well as cancelled flights across Canada as the powerful winter storm swept across the country, prompting authorities to warn people to stay indoors, with conditions only worsening. The storm is connected to the same freezing weather system that's engulfed much of the United States. Icicles were spotted hanging from the roof of a car wash in Texas after winter storms battered much of the United States. Over 500,000 people have been left without power in the eastern half of the country. This footage was filmed by an eyewitness in Lakeway of Texas. Amid a global rise in COVID cases, the Modi government is ensuring all is in place in case COVID cases go up. And that's why we're now in fight COVID mode as mock drills for COVID preparedness kicked off today. In the national capital, the drill took place at the Delhi government-run facilities like the LNJP hospital and other private hospitals. Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandavia visited the Safdarjung hospital to take stock of the mock drill. This exercise is essentially to assess bed availability, manpower, referral resources, testing capacity, medical logistics, telemedicine services and medical oxygen availability, among several other factors. A similar exercise also took place across the country. This comes after the Health Ministry underlined that it is necessary that requisite public health measures are put in place in all states and union territories to meet any crisis.
आज सफदरजंग अस्पताल में मैंने प्रत्यक्ष आके कोविड वार्ड का निरीक्षण किया। जिस तरह से यहाँ व्यवस्था तैयार की गई है, वैसी ही व्यवस्था देश की सभी सरकारी अस्पताल में और प्राइवेट अस्पताल में भी तैयारी की जा रही है। आज सारे देश में सभी जगह में, चाहे प्राइवेट हॉस्पिटल हो, चाहे गवर्नमेंट हॉस्पिटल हो, मॉक ड्रिल हो रही है। राज्य में राज्य के हेल्थ मिनिस्टर उसको मार्गदर्शन कर रहे हैं, निरीक्षण कर रहे हैं। मैंने भी आज प्रत्यक्ष सफदरजंग अस्पताल में मॉक ड्रिल का निरीक्षण किया और आने वाले दिनों में शायद कोविड के केस बढ़े तो उसके सामने पूरी तैयारी करना आवश्यक है और इस तरह से तैयारी हो रही है।
I am in Safdarjung Hospital in the national capital, where you can see that arrangements for a mock drill has already been made. There are, different kind of beds that's been arranged for, which are oxygen beds, as you see on the camera screen. On the other hand, you can see ventilator beds have also been prepped. This is the entire arrangement that's there in Delhi's Safdarjung Hospital, where the Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandavia is also scheduled to arrive at 10 a.m. and this is from where the mock drill point begins. You see this place where first all the patients will come. They will be undergoing testing over here inside, and followed by the test results. Accordingly, they will be sent for either oxygen beds or ventilator beds. And this is something that is happening across the country in all health centers to take a measurement of the COVID preparedness that India has already made. With video journalist Jagannath, this is Shreya Chatterjee for India Today.
The mock drills have started throughout the country, and it is happening over here at the MR Bangur Hospital in Kolkata as well. Right now, this particular hospital, which was a super speciality hospital for COVID, the CMOH of this particular district had come over here, and they have seen this particular place, especially this oxygen plant, which caters to oxygen to this particular hospital and other hospitals if required, so that this does not lead to any kind of a crisis. During the first wave, we had seen how lack of oxygen was a major issue which cropped up during the initial stages of the first wave. This time, added pressure is being kept on hospitals to make sure that there is no dearth of any kind of oxygen in the city and the state. With camera person Kiranjit, this is Suryagni Roy for India Today, Kolkata.
Salman Khan turns 57 today, and he threw a big birthday bash last night, which was attended by the who's who of Bollywood. Here's a look at all of the highlights. Dressed in all black, Salman Khan cut a cake with the paparazzi. The superstar hosted a party for his friends and family members. Shah Rukh Khan led the celeb roll call at Salman's party. The two superstars were seen hugging it out for the cameras. SRK and Salman have had an on-off relationship. Their bromance was on full display last night. The other super viral image is that of actor SANGEETA-SALMAN. The 90s star looked stunning in a glittering dress as Salman planted a kiss on her forehead. SANGEETA is also Salman's ex-girlfriend, but at 62, she could give any of today's starlets a serious run for their money. TABU, who's worked with Salman in films like Hum Saath Saath Hai, Jai Ho and Bharat, to name a few, was among the early guests. KARTIK, ARYAN, Siddhant Chaturvedi also attended the bash. Salman's Dabang co-star Sonakshi Sinha and her rumoured boyfriend Zahir Iqbal were also present at the party along with Salman's brothers Albaz and Sohail Khan. And that's all we have time for in this edition of 6 PM Prime. Thanks very much for tuning in.